Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of The Magazine Show. It is your girl, Cindy Temi, and I promise you, I have another packed, entertaining show for you today. Thank you guys for joining us online on YouTube. If you do need to rush out or anything, you can catch us on Tuesday, 10 p.m., where this episode will be repeated, and of course on Saturday at 1 p.m. on Sky Channel 195. We kick off this week with International Women's Day, and as course, we are going to be celebrating for the entire month. We do have one lady in the house today, but next week, I promise you a house full of ladies. So make sure you guys tune in. We want to make sure you guys keep also in contact with us on our social medias. So you can find us on Instagram at The Magazine Show. You can find me on Instagram at Cindy Temi, and you can also find our guests on their Instagrams, and we'll be dropping them as we speak to them today. As promised, we do have an amazing show with 4 amazing guests. I will be revealing their names shortly, but I just want to shout out in the news this week. In terms of music anyway, we had Niniola. So basically this week I've been streaming Niniola's whole EP. So many tracks on there that I'm feeling. My favorite at the moment has to be Six Heaven. We're going to try and get her as a guest on the magazine show, plus a number of amazing people for you guys to keep entertained, and obviously for you guys to keep tuning in every single week on Saturdays. Obviously, as mentioned before, I am Cindy Temi. We're going to be playing with some music for you shortly, but I just want to quickly run down of our guest today. We do have Big Brother 5 winner Lekan in the house. We're going to have an amazing artist as well and producer Rexy. We have Camo as well, and we have Zilla in the house. So guys, grab yourself a drink. It's a nice day today for once. The sun is cooperating. I don't have to run anywhere to catch some sun. So I'm actually happy, but I'm glad that you guys have chosen to join us on this week's magazine show. We're going to take a quick music break, and we will be right back with our very first guest. And keep your comments coming in. I'm seeing them, and I'll be shouting some of them out. Thank you. After the break.
Didn't ever think I needed anybody else but myself. Always had a reason to turn down someone else, but then I met you. Then I met you.
Hi guys, and welcome back. That was, of course, Zero B1 and Oceans. I am Cindy Temi, and if you've just tuned in, you are watching the magazine show on Ben Television. We have a fun-packed show for you today. We've got 4 special guests. So thank you for tuning in. If you're watching across from all over the world, it's not too late to like, share, comment, subscribe. Keep your comments coming in. I'm seeing them, and I know everybody is excited for our very first guest. So let's not keep him waiting any longer. Okay, we are going to welcome in the house Lekun. Hey. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us today. So
Thank you
I would.
for having me.
Oh, you are very welcome. So, and essentially, you're coming into my house. I know you've been in a very famous house. We're going to talk about that. But right now, I'm welcoming you into my crib and my spot. I want to give you your accolades before we go into it, right? So we're going in. So media personality, rapper, singer, songwriter, influencer, all of the above, and most importantly, the winner of Big Brother 5 Nigeria. So I know that is a very, very popular show across the world, in the UK and obviously in Nigeria. Unfortunately, I didn't have the pleasure of watching it because I don't have the right subscriptions.
Okay.
However, I have a number of questions. I want to speak to you about your experience. So first and foremost, how are you doing today?
I mean, I'm in a very good place right now, and I'm not going to lie to you. In my head, that the only thing I'm thinking about is my music. I mean, I just put out two new music. That's Wagwan and Fall for Me featuring YKB. So those are like the mentally, those are the only things that I'm thinking about. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not. I mean, I'm just concerned about. Have you listened to them? If you're talking to me right now, that's the first question I'm going to ask. Do you know that I sing? Do you know that I actually just put out 2 new songs, 2 wonderful songs? I need you to listen to them. I need you to check them out. I need you to tell me what you think about them. I need you to tell your friends to listen to this music. So that's the first. Those are the first things in my mind right now.
So music right now is at your forefront. So both of them dropped on the 10th of March. So that's Fall for Me and Wagwan, yeah?
Yeah, Fall for Me and Wagwan.
Okay, so let's talk about. In fact, let me take it back slightly. So I want to talk about the EP. Who is Lekun? So 2020.
Yeah, who is Lekun? Yes.
In 3 words, can you describe who Lekun is to me, please?
In 3 words.
In 3 words of your choice, yeah. You see.
I mean, if I made a whole EP explaining who I am, how do you want me to break it down to 3 words?
Because I want you to give me just quick fire questions. So sometimes we're asked to describe ourselves. Yeah.
God, winner, Evolver.
And Evolver. Okay, I like that. You had enough time. You had time. All right. If we talk about Fall for Me, so that dropped in March. Obviously, music, you said, is at the forefront of your mind.
Yeah, definitely.
Fall for Me. Who essentially are you basically trying to get somebody to fall for you, or what is the motive behind the track?
I mean, the song goes this way: like, if you fall for, don't fall for me. This girl, don't fall for me. Oh my ye, make you no fall for me. If you fall for me, I go on gone, buddy. So essentially, you're just telling the girl, this girl, don't fall for me. If you fall for me, I would want to do much more than what we would normally do. Like, I like you, I like your vibe, but there's a line. Don't cross that line, because if you cross that, like, you're on your own, and me, I'm still going to be here for you, but not in that capacity that you want. That's basically
okay. That's very interesting, because that actually, from a relationship point of view, you're essentially giving the girl the heads up. It's like, we're doing this, but bear in mind, we're not.
You get the points. That's exactly
okay. So is that coming from a place of essentially not being ready to be in a relationship, or do you think it's just always good to be honest from the beginning?
I mean, it's just good to be honest from the beginning. There's nothing to hide, really. The worst that's going to happen is you're not going to feel the same way, and you're just going to move, and that saves us time, doesn't it?
It saves time, and I guess it saves heartbreak, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So that's essentially what the song is. And you so killed the song. I mean, I killed the song too. If you listen to the song, you love the song, definitely. The song is just a bop.
It's a bop. No, it's definitely a bop. And in terms of obviously the past year, I don't know, Lagos is slightly different to the UK. It's got its curfew and whatnot. But how have you found like dropping music in the middle of what seems to be like hopefully an ending now pandemic, but like dropping beats that, you know, are usually meant for like good vibes in the club, like in parties and stuff like that. Do you feel like there's been any detriment to dropping it during a pandemic, or you still feel like you've got the same vibe? Because you've got loyal fans.
Yeah, shout out to the icons. I love you guys so much. You guys are the best. We did for each other. I mean, dropping a song, I mean, I dropped Who Is Lakon during the lockdown. Not even during the lockdown, everybody was at home. I feel like the difference, the thing now is when you drop a song, people go past I can dance to the song. People now want to understand what the song is about. So it takes, like, people are now paying attention to the content of your music. So for me, the detriment is while you can't go out there to perform the songs, while you can't be in people's faces, you can't share physical connection with your fans. But there's just this, people are streaming your music because they want to listen to it, enjoy it, and also understand what it is you're saying. They want to connect with whatever it is you're saying. They want to relate with whatever it is you're saying in your songs. I mean, it makes it much more. It's much more emotional between you and the person and the people you're dropping music for. So that's just what I think right now. Yeah, at this point, it makes it much more. There's a whole lot of connection between you and your fans right now.
No, I hear that. So let's get on to the second track you released. So Double Whammy. Was there any? What was your what was the idea behind dropping two tracks at the same time?
I mean, I left. I've been super busy since I left the house. So while I've been working on music, I just felt like I needed to drop not the perfect songs, but I needed to take my time and drop quality music that everybody would love. And then I had multiple options to choose from. And I'm like, I can't. This is wonderful. This is marvelous. This is mind-blowing. This is exceptional. What am I going to do? Okay, let me just give them two. And the two show the different sides of me. I can rap. I rap. I mean, that's something that comes naturally. But then I can sing too. Not a lot of people know that. But then I just decided I'm just going to give them these two different vibes that talk about two different topics that represents two different facets of people with their mind. I mean, Fall For Me would appeal to some different people, and Wagwa would appeal to some different people. And I felt like those are two songs that, people will connect with them, and people would love them. So I just
vibe to it.
To music. I mean, you're going to love both of them, and then you also want to choose the side of Lakon that you kind of like, the singing side or the rapping side or the street boppy song or the up-tempo melodious song, which is Fall For Me.
I hear that. So in terms of Wagwan, let's talk about Wagwan quickly, actually, and then we're going to speak into the prospect. So what are you? There's been a few debates in the chat saying the spelling, but obviously you spelt it in the way you want to spell it. So tell us about Wagwan. What are you saying?
May I spell my own Wagwan? WAGWAN. That's how I spelled my Wagwan.
That's how Leku spells it, and that's how it's gonna be. Okay.
Wagwan. I promise you, people understand what I'm saying, and you're here, and you are still telling me I spelled it differently. But you guys do understand, and you can understand me. That's the most important thing. I love you guys so much. I mean, for Wagwan, I was in a space of I'm moving differently now financially. But
hey. Spending monies. I'm gonna call you.
I mean, I just had to say that.
Thank God. Good.
I'm in a space where when I made Wagwan, something just came into the account, and I was like, damn. Wow. At this
it must
point,
be nice.
I mean, I had to just say, damn, like, okay.
Okay.
This has to reflect, though. This has to reflect. Like, the money has to look good. I mean, I gotta look good so they know that the money is there.
I'm not gonna lie, you're looking amazing, you're glowing. So Wagwan, it's good. It's good. We like it.
I mean, Thank you. The money will look good on me. Okay, for this economy. So basically, I mean,
shit.
I looked at it and I'm like, okay, so I'm actually experiencing this, but not a lot of people are experiencing it. So the kind of happiness that I will use to talk about money is probably not the kind of happiness a whole lot of other people will talk about money. So I just
Mhm,
said, I mean, regardless, we're in the same economy, yeah. Where
mhm,
the same thing is affecting everybody, yeah. So I feel like, regardless of whatever it is that you have, you need to just be confident in the fact that you need to look good. You need to have that
mhm,
mind that I will look good, I would be happy, I would flex, I would have fun, regardless
mhm.
of whatever it is that is in my bank account. So that's why I just said the money will look good on me for this economy. So I mean, and it's also like you prophesying to yourself that
Yeah,
you're going to get money, you're going to make money. So
you
that's
have
it.
to, yeah,
That's it. Well,
put it into
yeah,
it.
you're going to make money. I mean, when you say those things over, and if you think the money will look good on me, okay, for this economy over and over again, it's like you're telling your mind that be prepared. Money is coming, and the money is going
Okay.
to feed you. Yeah,
I hear that.
that
So,
kind of
and with
thing.
this economy, we're including the increase of fuel prices that I've been hearing about, right?
Exactly.
So,
And I actually said there was a line in the song that said oil money, gasa. In that reference, I was referencing the fact that when you make oil money, you blow it. Like you blow it up. Like you increase your spending. You increase.
mm,
I didn't even know that they were going to actually increase the oil price.
maybe they did it because of the song. You told them that it was possible, so then they did it.
Oh
We
no,
are
no,
going to
don't bring
blame
that angle in.
you, okay?
No. No, they didn't do it because of the song. But basically, I'm just like what was done wasn't needed. But
Yeah.
for this economy, regardless of whatever it is that anybody is trying to do to make us feel some type of way, we're still going to just have to push through it, enjoy ourselves, and live our lives the best way we can possibly do it.
I hear that. I love that. So we are expecting 2 videos for those tracks, and obviously in the pipeline a debut album as well. So these are a couple of the amazing
Wait,
things happening.
why are you getting all these things that you're saying?
Listen, I work in financial crime. I know how to do due diligence. Okay, but when we
You
talk about
say they're
something into
expecting two
existence,
videos, they're expecting an album. I mean,
yeah.
I've been saying it. Your projects are going to come out. I have a
Hmm.
reality show on Showmax. I am Lakon. I
Yes.
don't know if
Yeah.
you know, but yeah, and I'm there's an album for the soundtrack of the
Hmm.
show, and
Yeah.
that's definitely going to come out at a point this year. And yeah, but that's on the side. That one is
Okay.
definitely fact. You're going to get a project for I Am Lakon official soundtrack project. But then also personally, I'm going to be putting out projects this year. I mean, I'm not going to
Okay.
give a definite date yet, but definitely
Yeah.
you guys should be expecting projects from Lakon.
Okay, I like that. I'm definitely looking forward to it. You know what I did? There's 2 questions I said I have to ask. So, what first one is? I know. Just put you back into Big Brother. If you had to pick 5 people that you would like to be in a house with, your vibes, good vibes. Think about what you're gonna eat, how you're gonna enjoy. Which 5 people would you pick off
Me
the top
five
of your
people that I
head?
want to be in the house with, in a
Yes,
house with
in
right
a
now.
house, locked up. Yeah.
Me, I don't know. I would say me, a couple of songwriters, a couple of producers.
Oh,
If we
okay.
can get, I mean, if we can get shorties in there too, it's going to be nice. But,
But yeah, so
but
literally, did you pen anything actually in the house as well?
did I what?
Did you pen any tracks in the house?
Yeah, I mean,
Music.
we created songs and
Yeah.
tasks. We
Oh,
created
nice.
songs and tasks.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I mean that was the
Okay.
fun. That was the fun part of the house for me. Me being able to create music
Okay.
while being there. Yeah, that was the fun part.
Okay. It's been absolutely amazing. Obviously, we saw you at the Headies as well. We had some funny moments there. I won't pick them out, but
They were fun. Did you enjoy the performance at the Eddies?
it was amazing. Yeah. Next year, I think I need to
Yeah,
be there.
that's like the most important thing. Yeah, when an artist comes on stage, you just want to see him perform and just want to enjoy the performance. Every other thing is irrelevant. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And actually, an interesting question. What do you prefer in terms of getting to know you? Are you kind of like an on-stage kind of person, or do you prefer to be in the studio?
Both. To be honest,
Okay.
I enjoy myself in both
Either
processes.
way.
Both being on stage performing. I mean, I performed yesterday. I had a media party where I invited media personalities and
Mhm.
people from the press. I
Yeah.
just did a get together and I listening for them. So I just respond. I just kind of like performed for them some unreleased songs and some of the songs that I released. Yeah, and
Amazing.
I mean it was fun. That was the first
Good,
time I
good.
was after the head his show. So I mean,
yeah. I like that. I like that. And obviously, you said you invited some media personalities. Maybe next time you can get my email address.
I promise you. Yeah, I'm going to. I think I would eat
Fantastic.
you up.
Do you know? Before we let you go, I just want to find out where we can find you across social media, for those that aren't already, so that we can follow your journey and keep up with you.
Okay. I mean, obviously, number one place. I'm like number one place you can find me and connect with me on streaming platforms. When you go on streaming platforms, I won't mention all their names, but streaming platforms. You type LAYCON on any streaming platform. You find my music there. You find Fall For Me. You find Wagwan. Yeah, that's that. And then on social media, on Twitter at It's Laycon, ITSLAYCON. On Instagram at It's Laycon, ITSLAYCON. And then on Facebook, LAYCON. And then on TikTok and Thriller, you also type Laycon and you find me. On those platforms. And so you can go on TikTok and Thriller, vibe to Wagwan, vibe to Fall For Me. Come on Instagram, vibe to Wagwan, vibe to Fall For Me. Basically, just have fun with this music, the wonderful music. And thank you guys so much for being supportive. I really love the way we're moving and it's wonderful. Also, on YouTube, you go check on YouTube, type LAYCON. You find my YouTube page. Subscribe, you find videos from Who Is Laycon, you find videos, you find the lyrics video to Wagwan, you find the lyrics video to Fall For Me on YouTube. I mean,
until you give us the video, I
mean,
fantastic.
I don't know, Cindy, are you going to come and be in the video with me?
Yes, if you invite me, I will be there.
Someone like you, I will invite. I'm inviting you already. Like, give me your phone number.
Guys, on national TV with all your millions of fans.
223-444. What was that number again? What was the last number?
Off air. I just want to quickly shout out to your fans because they've been showing you absolute love in the comments as well. Are they called icons?
You can't find them anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's just.
What are their names?
These are people that are so. What?
Are they called icons?
Yes, icons.
Okay.
Iconic people. You find them here.
I like that.
On this
I
side.
like that.
And all we do is focus on music and nothing else. Trust me.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining me in my own big sister house.
Thank you so much, Cindy.
And we're going to play out too. Yeah. Oh, no, guys, make sure you guys follow already. But these fans, they're loyal. If you'd like to introduce Hip Hop featuring Deschanel, that's the video we have for you. And then we're playing out to that, I believe.
Okay. So you're going to let me just understand what you just said. You're going to play Hip Hop featuring Deschanel. Yes,
please. Okay, if you'd like to just introduce it.
And then you play Wagwan, and then you play Fall For Me.
When I'm in the video for Wagwan, we're playing that. Don't worry. I want
No, I can't. I need to understand what's going on. That's good.
We didn't want lyric videos. We wanted to give you the full experience.
I mean, yeah. Check out Hip Hop featuring Deschanel. That's still my song. Yeah. Play Wagwan too. That's my song. Play Fall For Me featuring YKB. That's my song. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Scani, sir.
Emi o ma fa fẹ́ni kankan ya. Shebi na dem get your mouth to make them talk. I go do my thing, I go see you at the top. Yeah, you know what's up. This is the popular. The way we rap, they say big it today. This is the popular. The way we rap, they say to party today. This is the popular. This is the popular. This is the popular. This is the popular.
Okay. Can I talk? Rose, Wambi. They say rap, no, they say money branding. They say why to the rap, no, they want me. With the CD on the map, it's on IG. Hey, I'm on C-levels. Every rap story, go, yeah, do one more rap. Money, no, the show must do. But I switch anyhow, I'm a rap man, do like this.
hip hop hooray and order. You feeling the boy and you just wanna know the rapper. They don't say we there forever. They don't say the way I they rap it be getting better. Oh yeah, hip hop hooray and order. I don't say you just wanna know the rapper. Hey, hey, you don't say we there forever. They don't say the way I they rap. Hey.
The way we rap, they say big it today. This is hip hop today. The way we rap, they say to back today. This is hip hop 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 today.
Oh yeah, answer your chest for the anthem. Hip hop hooray, oh yeah, show them. Biggie today, where they ban them. Thug life on the load, no go tell them. Ain't no other rapper who could do what I do, and I did it with a jump up. Top, you gotta see me when I pop up, and you drop top. You know I got the vibe. If you want it, you got it, you like it. Hip hop hooray, I order. You feeling the boy, and you just wanna know the rapper. They don't say we there forever. They don't say the way I they rap we be getting better. Oh yeah, hip hop hooray, I order. I don't say you just wanna know the rapper. Hey, hey, you don't say we there forever. They don't say the way I they rap. Hey.
The way we rap, they say big it today. This is hip hop today. The way we rap, they say to back today. This is hip hop 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 today.
Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's magazine show. Thank you so much for the interaction. We just had, of course, Lekun, that was designer. Don't worry, I can see your comments. We are going to be playing for you Wagan and Fall for Me when we get those videos, so we'll keep you guys in anticipation. As promised, we have another amazing guest for you coming up next. Make sure you guys check out our social media handles on Instagram at The Magazine Show and on Twitter at T Magazine Show, and you can also find me on Instagram at Cindy Temi. Yes, I see the comments, don't worry. We have another amazing guest for you now. We want to welcome into the Magazine Show house studio Camo. Hello. Hey, how are you?
Guys. How's it doing? How you going? How's it going on?
It's going good. Welcome to the Magazine Show. You threw me off with the 4 in between the words, but I said it right. It's Camo, right?
Yeah, perfect. You're
perfect. Fantastic. Welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you? Thank you for having me back.
And it's a pleasure. I'm loving the outfit as well. Let me give you your accolades in an introduction. So obviously, actually, interesting fact. So you were born on a leap year.
Yes, sir. I was.
Oh, so I want to get into that shortly, but we'll go into it. So Nigerian-born British artist. So you, your sound is quite unique. You've got, it can be likened to hip hop, trap, reggae, and alternative sounds. So songwriter as well, and all-round artist, performer. Yep. We know the vibes. And born on a leap year. So tell us. Obviously, we're going to speak about your latest EP, Spider. But if you just introduce yourself and tell us what it is you are working on at the moment.
Yeah, my latest EP is Forever, actually. Spider.
I'm so sorry. Spider was before. Yes, it is Forever.
Spider was before, but just the usual, just staying working, putting out music, staying consistent. I got a visual SK on the way called Lamba. That's a song of the EP, Forever. So just staying consistent and staying up there. Really, that's the main goal.
I want to talk about the tracks actually. So off both of your EPs, you've got a track called Diana and then a track called Mick Jagger. Why those two people in particular? What is it? Let's talk about Mick first, the previous one, and then we can talk about Diana.
Yeah, Mick Jagger, because stylish, he had his own how do you call it? His own energy, and they came up in a time where music was literally you had to be a pioneer and very unique, or you had to be very good and stand out to really make a statement. So I just like Mick Jagger. I like how, and he was kind of effortless with his stuff. So I feel like I kind of embody the same attitude, aura-ish, but at the same time I take it serious, but it's effortless to me.
I mean, I was very impressed because it shows a very, in order to be a successful artist as well, you have to show a level of influence from not just necessarily your genre of music. You have to see how others do it in different spaces whilst creating your unique sound and flow as well. So when I saw the Mick Jagger, I was like, oh, definitely, it must be about the Mick Jagger. Then Diana, who's Diana? Let's talk about Diana.
Yeah, Diana is it's a female reference. It's actually, funny enough, I actually don't. It's just for the experience. It's like a bunch of experiences I put together of that I had are great. And I wrote it from the fact of being like, if I was Prince Charles and I was trying to actually woo a young Prince Diana. So that's my angle of the perspective of writing that song. But actually
nothing but royalty.
I have a Diana, but her name is not Diana, but you know the
okay. Okay. Well, sometimes it's good to keep, your private life private, and I like that. We like that. It's funny because no one ever writes a song about Cindy, but it's cool. So let's talk about
the song is in the works. Don't worry, it's coming.
That's what everyone says. I've been doing this for like 3 years. It's good. No, I'm joking. So we'll talk about Forever actually. Quite an interesting name, a very loaded name for a project, because Forever identifies, and you're using the letter 4 as well, as you do in your name. Can you just tell us a bit about what the letter 4 represents for you and why you've chosen to do that?
4 has just always been a lucky number for me, and like there's a lot of turn of events in my life that's always happened. Like it's like the 4th year or in the 4th month, where I don't know call it, but and as well with my leap year stuff, it's like I celebrate every 4 years. So it's just it's a very common thing in and around my life. So I kind of wanted to play around that, and also it was just after the Nicki Minaj and Easy feature, so I just felt like coming from where I came from, like, do you know what I mean, to get on such a record, to get onto the world stage, and I just at that point in my life, in my career, I just felt like, you know what, this. There's almost like, what do you do after that? You kind of have to keep going on. Do you know what I mean?
Keep going, yeah.
You don't then stop and be like, hey, I've made it. It's just like, this is for life. This is forever. This is beyond me now. Do you know what I mean? So it's bigger than me. So
I like that, and that's really good. I like that because I was very intrigued with the number 4. So let's talk about Oh My God actually. So we had Major Lazer, Nicki Minaj, and Mr. Easy, and is it Diplo? Diplo. Talk about how you even got into that track and the amazing success that it brought about, and how you felt about that, how it made you feel actually.
Nah, I got to shout out my guy Fred, man. Fred was a very important person, but how the track started was I wrote this intro and hook, like I'd say late or early 2017 times, and just me, I'll just always stay working, stay writing, and then one day I think Fred called me actually. Or actually, it was Tian, but it was for a Fred session. It was like, you just come in, just come play us some stuff and blah, blah, blah. Let's just see where we go from here. And bear in mind, I hadn't met this guy before, none of that stuff. So I went to the studio, gave them this, just played them a bunch of my songs, but they liked Oh My God in specific. Boom. A year later, I found out that Easy's on the song. Fred just called me like, come to the studio. Bam, I come to the studio. I'm listening to it. Easy's on the track. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Nice. Then it was quiet, like life just carries on. I'm carrying on my normal. Another call in like 2019, like late 2019 September. They're like, yo, you never guess who's on the track. They're like, I was like, who's like Major Lazer, Diplo wants to be on the song. What? I'm like, crazy. And then after that, it was like, guess who else? Nicki Minaj's on the song. I'm like, nah, yo, you have to be like, this has to be like a parody or something. And it's like, no, studio. Boom, I go to the studio, they press play. I hear Nicki's voice. I'm just like, this is just, it's.
You're like, oh my God. Literally.
Literally, like, even when I tell people, they're like, oh my God. They're like, what's the name of the song? I'm like, it's called Oh My God.
And it's I like it. So in fact, that process you've just spoken about now, at each stage where somebody new jumped on the track, had it actually been released at the time, or was it still pending release?
We just had the song.
Oh.
It was like, this person wants to be on it. Okay, cool. Jump on it. Seems right. This person wants to be on it. But the Nicki one was very like swift and fast. You're like, she replied like the first, I think like the first night she sent a reply back of a verse. Like she loved the song so much. So it was a dope. It was dope. She really met.
Well, shout out to the connects, because you made a very interesting point that you hadn't met Fred, or you didn't know Fred before.
Yeah,
Is it that you didn't know him, or you just hadn't met him before?
I didn't really know him because I feel
There
like
you go.
well,
Yeah.
knows who Fred is. If you don't know who Fred is, it's like he's a big
Get to
web
know.
producer. He makes like most of the big records that come out of UK, like Heady Ones. What's the song? Ain't It Different? Burna Boy, Ed Sheeran produced it. So he's a bit like, I met Ed Sheeran being at Fred's house. So he's like one of the biggest producers, honestly. But yeah, that was like the first day of me literally meeting him in person, and his brother Alex, and they're just geniuses. They're like literally they're sick. So he just took me in like a friend, like a part, like I don't even know the word to say. It's just a blessing. I mean,
yeah, definitely. Shout out to Lara. So she said she loves the "Oh My God" song. I think many of us do as well. It's a nice party track. You know, it's good vibes. Good vibes.
Charlie, I just saw one of his songs play on here, and I saw him doing the dances and stuff. So
you see, a lot of his fans are still in the house, so they're all supporting as well. They're bigging you up too. So in terms of this year, so you've got over a million all-time views and streams across out there. 2021. So we've got Forever Now. You've got the tracks on there. Hopefully, so you're based in the UK, right? Yeah. Hopefully everything kind of resumes back to normal with some sense of security and ease. What is one thing that you kind of look forward to when we kind of go back into this new way of living? One thing as an artist you're looking forward to?
The shows, the restaurants, people interacting. Like just genuine. Because I feel like, you know, the lockdown, everyone's staying in the house, you know, with the way we're using our energies, you know what I mean? We're not really like expressing so much. We're only just going here. So I feel like when things are open back up, people can just, you know, interact again, go out, parties, have fun, and just let loose a bit, you know? It's been a little rough year, so fun times. Let's have some fun.
Fun times. And you did reference dancing before. Are you one to be found in the middle of the dance floor, or are you kind of like a side?
I'm more of a bopper. I like to chill.
Okay. I like it.
I'll be in the dance from 7.
Oh, is it? You're just learning the tips, learning the moves.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, this is good groove. Let me see.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think like that's probably the best thing right now. I feel like there's a level of me. I'm quite an extrovert, but at the same time, there's a level of social anxiety I feel I'm feeling being let open into the real world again, because it's just like, how are we doing this? You know?
I said this. I said actually to my little brother, I was like, it's gonna feel weird because they're gonna go back to school and stuff, and because they're like little young, I was like, yo, it might be a little weird when you see your friends again, but I thought like it should be exciting because you know what, you ain't seen them in a while. But you're right, with anxiety stuff, it could be a situation where it's like, yo, I haven't even been out for so long. How do I even feel now that I'm out here and it's all open? What do I do?
It's like coming out as a newborn again, like literally.
Literally,
sure we'll be fine, and
just go get used to it.
Exactly. And being an artist again, you get the joy of like performing to people, often on stage where you know they're there, you're on stage as well. One thing I always want to know with people, with an artist, is do you prefer being on stage or in the studio?
Definitely on stage. Definitely. But I love being in the studio too, because that's where the magic you need to make to get on stage happens. So it's like you need both of them is as important, because when you're on stage as well, like the energy you feel, you can't feel that in a room, you know what I mean? It's impossible.
I hear that.
It's just both of them are nice, but I definitely prefer stage, but I can't diminish just being in the studio too, so you need
I like that. I want to quickly touch on new age music and that vibe. So tell us a little bit about that, please, for the audience.
New age music, that's how I really started out. Funny enough, I was actually always doing my music like on my own and stuff, with, like the producer. And then when Prince came, we just decided to like make it into a little group. Yeah. Because we were just very cohesive and nice. And then we just carried it on, and that's how I kind of really started like putting out music with new age music and the guys. And then like I feel like as time went on, everyone just literally evolved into, funny enough, this is what we all kind of said in the beginning. It's not happened like for some people exactly how they want it to be, but I feel like for the most part, everything we wanted to do is what everyone is doing. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Prince as well. He's managing an artist right now, which is doing very well. Shout out Notch. I feel like he's helping on the production. And I'm obviously doing all the amazing things I can do. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing that. Keep pushing. And you know what? We're going to continue to follow your journey, to support you. For those of them people that are listening now and then want to know where to find you on social media, what are your socials, please, and handles?
So on my Instagram, that's K4MOgram. On my Twitter, I am K4MO. And on YouTube, official K4MO. I just dropped a new video on my chatter. Go watch that. Everywhere, just type in K4MO on YouTube. Stream all my music, everything.
Stream it, support, do all of that. We're actually going to be playing out to Machata.
Yeah, Machata.
Ooh, what's the meaning of that, please, before I let you go?
It's actually a dance. It's a Spanish dance titled bachata, but some people always call it machata. So I just felt like it was a good spin, called it machata, made a dance. Yeah. Dance.
And you'll be demonstrating that dance now?
That's for the dance. When you watch the video, you're gonna see the dance.
Okay. I'll let you go.
You set me up.
I love a little bit of spontaneity in the house, you know. It's been absolutely amazing having you on the show today. We're definitely going to be catching up with you on socials. We'll get you in the studio one day. For the viewers and your fans, if you could please introduce the video to Machata.
Yes, thanks for having me. My new video out right now, titled Machata by myself, K4MO, out on YouTube, my official page. Let's go.
Yay.
Banga, banga. The girlie, bad. She bad. She down to the machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. The girlie, bad. She down to the machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. Do the machata. Get down to the machata. Do the machata. Get down to the machata, do the machata, I do the machata, I do the machata. I'm getting money so it don't matter. I'm getting money so it don't matter. The girl them do the machata. I'm the king like Mufasa. Yeah, joke on my akpata. Go down like economy. Taking cold jelly into me. One time. You are welcome to the trilogy. Money almost mommy. Yeah, Joe Machata. She won't make a love like a gangster. Just be cool like Fanta. The money long like Anaconda. Papa, I'm the father. Ain't no time for no imposter. Put on your dancing shoes. Oh my God, Joe Machata. The girl bad. She bad. She down to the Machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. The girl bad. She down to the Machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. Do the machata. Get down to the machata. Do the machata. Get down to the machata. Do the machata. I do the machata. I do the machata. I'm getting money so it don't matter. Iyoma, I'ma do the Amala. She my Jojo machata. Left to the right, back. Go down. Oh, yeah, swing it all around right now. Two step. When I move to the middle, kia. Yeah, Joe Machata. She won't make a love like a gangster. Just be cool like Fanta. The money long like Anaconda. Papa, I'm the father. Ain't no time for no imposter. Put on your dancing shoes. Oh my God, Joe Machata. The girlie bad. She bad. She down to the machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. The girlie bad. She down to the machata. I say it don't matter. I fit to buy you Gucci Prada. Yeah. Do the machata. Get down to the machata. Do the machata. Get down to the machata. Do the machata. I do the machata. I do the machata. I'm getting money so it don't matter.
Hey, 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 people. Welcome back to this week's episode of The Magazine Show. I am your girl, Cindy Temi, and we just had Camo, and that was his track, Matata. Make sure you guys stream, buy, all of that stuff, support the artists that we've had. Now, as promised, a packed show for you today. So we've had 2 out of 4 of our amazing guests, and we are going to bring in our 3rd guest today. I'm welcoming a lady in the house, so I'm not on my own. We want to bring in Zilla. Welcome to The Magazine Show.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, I am good. I'm excited about. I'm excited because it's been anticipated for a number of weeks. So finally, a pleasure to welcome you into the Magazine Show studios. How are you, Zilla?
I'm very fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you very much. So slightly different from the people that we've had on, but still an artist in your own right. Actually, you are in the creative space. And it's something that you've obviously you've been doing and been part of and wanted to do for a very, very long time. So if you can just introduce yourself and what it is you do to the audience, and we can speak about your art and your craft.
Right. My name is Miss Zilla Wanogo, and I'm an artist and designer. So I actually paint and I do design cloths as well, and I do textile prints. And I'm very much interested in the royal family and African royal family arts. So I do a lot of paintings from magazines and pictures of the Queen Elizabeth, christenings, and I also do a lot of, I focus mainly on the younger royals, like Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, William and Kate, and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan. And I've been following the story because I actually really liked Princess Diana. And I was quite stressed when she passed because I was doing a lot of paintings focused on her. So I did stop for quite a while when she passed. But later, as I have time now, and I've been meaning to really build up my business, build up the empire, I've been focusing a lot on William and Kate, and obviously later Harry and Meghan, because I felt when Kate came along, it was almost like a new Diana. And I obviously like clothes, I like style, I like culture. So yeah, I'll allow you to get a word in.
No. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy around them at the moment, so I won't really delve into that. Yeah. We won't. We'll focus on this. So in terms of some of the pieces that you've created, I often speak to a couple of my artist friends and find out how long it takes to produce a piece when you are like commissioning one from start to finish.
That's a very good question. That's a very good question because the first one I did of William and Kate's first baby, George, that took over a year because I was doing a lot of work while I was doing that. It wasn't the only work I was doing. So that took a year because each time I would come and I add things to it and I leave it. And because it was such a big painting, it took a while. So it did take time and I want it to be done properly. And I was doing other work as well. And I was actually doing care work as well. So which is what it was just a buy kind of work, not my real art and design work. So I was working and collecting money and towards building up my own business, obviously, which is Zitari Creations. And so it took a year, but the one I did of Meghan and Harry's son's christening, that only took like a month.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah. Because what I want to do, even with my next project I will do, that will feature mainly Queen Elizabeth. I want to do it and like do it on my YouTube channel so people can see as the painting's progressing, So
is that essentially, would you be doing a live drawing? Is that what you're aiming to do?
Yeah, everything won't be live because it will take ages. And I'm so focused on my work. I won't be able to focus totally and be bringing in the audience as well. But in a way, when I step back and show them, this is how I did this is what I did, I can focus on them and on the picture, And so I'm very happy with these young royals because they're keeping me busy. The projects,
I like
There's
that.
so many things on the pipeline.
Mhm.
And I'm also from a very big family. You know, my dad's a chief. My mum was like a princess. And
Okay, so your very
my
own
dad,
role yourself.
yeah, well, when I
Yes.
say royal, I won't look at it in the terms of wealth, but in the terms of culture and
Oh yeah, and
chiefdoms,
that's even more
things
than
like,
any
yeah,
monetary
because
value.
yes, because my granddad was he's chief, he was a real chief. He had plenty of wives, you can say 100. So I probably have relatives around the world that I haven't even met that I would love to, you know. I come from a big family. I love
Yeah.
people. I'm very sociable. I love African culture, the cloths, the material, the functions, you know.
So we actually
Yeah,
have
that's
one of
one
your
of my
paintings.
thinking. Yeah, this is from when I was in art college, Barnet. I sat in the car park and actually painted this, and the
No
sun
way.
was coming down, and it was so beautiful, and it was comforting. It's like healing when I'm painting. It was fabulous, beautiful.
Yeah, that's a good
Yes.
point, actually. So I was actually having a conversation with a friend of mine who's putting on an art project, and we were speaking about some of the benefits that you get from painting, and where it kind of puts you in a zone for you to really explore your creative mind and space. In terms of where you feel best, let's say, capable of doing your art, are you pretty much
Yeah.
somebody that can produce something anywhere, or do you have a favorite place where you're able to kind of pen down and to create based on how you're feeling? Is there a favorite space, or can you just do that anywhere?
Do you know, it depends, like what you said, on how I'm feeling. So
Okay.
I can I can paint in the back garden. It just depends on where I am, how I'm feeling. I can paint. I usually like painting near the window. So any noise I hear, birds, fox, I look out, and I continue. I like looking out the window because you can see the world, you can see the whole society, you can see things happening, it's great. So,
That's lovely.
that
We
depends
speak
on everything.
we speak
sorry.
about so if we look back in terms of the journey, so D&T was probably my art session. I think design and technology. I can't remember if I had a specific arts class, but was art your favorite class then in school?
Oh my! My secondary school was a school called Catford Girls. Catford County they called it.
Yeah.
My art teacher, I don't know whether she'll be happy. She was Miss Rudder, but I loved her. She liked me. She encouraged me. At that time, I loved my painting, but I wasn't mature enough to focus the importance of what I was doing. Do you understand? I loved, all I knew is that I just loved this, and it took me into another world. And whenever I paint, I'm almost inside the picture,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
out. Yeah.
So
yeah. So
DJ Magic J has been in the comments. He said, could you do a painting of Queen Charlotte, who was the first mixed race woman who was Victoria first mother and Queen Elizabeth the first grandchild? Great. Okay, that's a very loaded one. You've got a request. They've only started coming in, these requests.
Yeah.
Definitely something to consider.
Just
let you go. What are you currently working on now?
Well, I'm about to embark on Queen Elizabeth, and because I'm focusing on her because of her reign, she is very great. She's lasted a long time. She came on the throne about 1952 after her dad passed on, and she's been very focused and very diligent and dutiful. And people say, oh, she's rich and so on, she gets things done for her, but oh boy, when you walk a mile in another person's shoes, you will not believe how the feeling is, So great woman, and I admire Queen Elizabeth.
So in terms of where we can find your pieces of art and artwork, where are you? Where can we keep up with you?
Well, I have a YouTube channel, and I'm on Facebook quite regularly. I'm on Instagram.
So
yes.
And what are those handles?
Sorry, say it again.
What are your handles so that we can find you?
Okay, well, it's Z Tyree Creations.
Okay.
And if they go to my YouTube channel, they'll see information about me on there. And I have I have a number on the Facebook as well. So it's quite easy to contact me.
Okay, so is it Zitare Creations across all platforms?
Yes, that's the main business. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And we did speak a lot about the painting, but I quickly want to speak about the design actually and the material. So somebody, Starboy Moti says, I love your work on YouTube. That's amazing. In terms of styles and clothing, actually, can you just give me some idea of what you create, what pieces you've created?
Well, what I normally do is, because I'm picturing, it's like a story in my head. So for example, William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, I want to create a picture, build up a picture of them, but put in my own, obviously, designs in, because every picture I paint, I still put a tint of my own dreamism in there, you know, to bring the story alive. So their children, I've done their son, I've done the Charlotte, I'm going to do the younger son. It's just like not really following them, but just going as they're growing as a family, growing in stature, growing everything till he becomes king. Those are people I'll be focusing on. I'm also focusing on Harry and Meghan as well, Duke and Duchess of, you know, I'm so much looking forward to their new child. So yeah, it's all good.
Definitely looking forward to their paintings. They're probably my fave royals, not royals at the moment. So thank you so much for joining us. We actually have some footage of yours that we're going to be playing out to. It's been a pleasure to have you on the show. Yeah, and we'll look forward to some more creations as well.
Okay, so, yes. So if you go to Facebook, you go to my I'm on YouTube, Facebook, YouTube videos, Instagram. And it's easy to contact me from there and follow me. And then Zitare Creations will be having a business account we're going to put out as well. So it's going to just be easy to go. I'll be all over the place.
Fantastic. Can you just spell it out for us so that we can
Yeah, Zitare Creations. It's capital ZITAIRE. Creations is one word.
Fantastic.
So
thank you.
Creations. Yeah,
fantastic. Thank you. It's been lovely to have you on, and we're going to play out to some of your footage now. Thank you.
Thank you very much. God bless. Hi guys, my name is Zilla. I'm an artist and designer specializing mainly in the African and British royal families. My inspiration comes from the British and African, especially Nigerian traditions. I have my first picture ever on my website of the christening of the great-grandson of the present-day Queen Elizabeth of England. Her grandson George, the son of Prince William and Princess Kate, Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Prince William is grandson of Queen Elizabeth. And here in this picture is Prince Philip, Prince Charles, Queen Elizabeth in the blue, Camilla behind her, Prince Harry and the beautiful Kate holding George. And I have behind Kate her sister, beautiful sister Philippa, handsome William sitting next to Kate. Behind William is Kate's brother James, and then Kate's mother Carol Middleton, and Kate's father Michael Middleton. Thank you guys. Please support me by subscribing to my channel and giving me plenty of likes. I will be back on here sharing more wonderful, beautiful African and royal paintings. God bless. Take care, guys. Bye.
Kids Spiral.
I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a tree, look at me. I'm a tree, I'm a tree, look at me. I'm standing firm in this ground, nobody can pull my roots up. I'm standing firm in this ground, nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can pull my roots, nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can pull my roots, nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can try. I see him coming with my third eye. They tryna come mess with my peace, make me restless in my sleep. But no, not me, bitch, don't even try. No, don't try. Even if you wanted to, you would never survive. No, fire burn my enemies, they don't wanna see me win. Watch me fuck it up, or in me kilo day. Any bubble, I know I highlight today. You upset cause they just got too much to say. But in the end you'll see it doesn't matter anyway. Oh hey, oh hey. I'm standing firm in this ground, nobody can pull my roots up. I'm standing firm in this ground, nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can pull my roots, nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can pull my roots, nobody can pull my roots up. You niggas don't know my truth, so you niggas can't pull my roots. If you spend one day in my shoes, you will know I won't ever lose, no. So when they ask, I tell them who I be. I only tell them one thing. Only tell them one thing. No. I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a tree, look at me. I'm a tree, I'm a tree, look at me.
Kiss Spiral.
Look at me, I'm a tree. Nobody can pull my roots up. Nobody can pull my roots up.
Hey, people. Welcome back to this episode of the magazine show on Ben Television. I am your girl, Cindy Temi, and thank you so much for tuning in so far. We have our fourth guest for you today. Before I do get into our fourth guest, that was RT Kesh and Roots. So that was previous guest on our show. And we just had an interview with Zilla, who had a display of some of her amazing artwork. So make sure you guys check out her Facebook and Instagram page. We will obviously be tagging all the people we've spoken to today on our own socials, and make sure you check out our Instagram at the magazine show, and you can also find us on Twitter at T Magazine Show. Feel free to tweet us, and of course I am Cindy Temi across the socials. MZ Hair, Taste with Temi, whatever you like, I got it for you. Okay, we promised a packed show. We've given you 3 out of 4 guests, and we are now going to bring you our fourth guest of the show today as we round up with the one and only Rexy. Welcome into the magazine show.
Hey, Cindy,
What's good? How are you?
Fine. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So thank you so much for joining us, because I just got to let the people know you are a Grammy Award nominated producer. You've made some amazing tracks with some amazing artists. Obviously, you have one of the baddest tracks right now. I definitely found myself dancing to during that December. Okay, so welcome. I need to actually learn how to dance, but we'll talk about that in another conversation. But I want to just welcome you into the magazine show. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
Thank you very much. I'm good. Chilled.
Good. Nice. You're joining us from Lagos, right?
Yeah, I'm coming from Lagos.
Oh, nice, fantastic. So I just want to quickly just give a little bit of bio for those that may have been sleeping under bricks. So like I said, Grammy Award nominated music producer. You've made amazing tracks with Burna Boy, Naira Marley, Tiwa Savage, Davido, Zlatan, Tenny, Mobad, amongst a number of other artists. I wouldn't pronounce. Is it Foyne?
44.
Did I say it again, please? Just for my...
40.
Okay. Featuring Zlatan, Naira Marley, and Tenny. And you know what? Let's just talk about KPK right now, because there's one thing to hear a song. I feel like when you're giving analysis of music, right, you have to hear it in different spaces. There's the bathroom, there's in your car, there's at a beach party, and there's a club. And when I tell you, when I heard KPK in the club, even though I had heard it before, it gives you a completely different sound. Okay. Obviously you dropped your EP in 2020, Afro Streets. What are you working on now? Like, what is it you are doing? Like, what are you not doing even?
I'm doing everything, man. I'm doing everything possible to get ourselves out there. You know? Working on getting more singles, more bands and singles out. I have my album coming soon, like next month, April.
Yep.
Yeah. But for my album, I have a single dropping big soon also, I believe, and I believe you guys will love it. You know? So it's just basically just dropping good
hits.
Music, drop hits. You know?
Yeah. Okay, I like that. When you, obviously it's right for you to say you've got a big track coming. It's only right. It makes sense. Did you realize, or did you know that KPK was going to be as big as it was when it dropped?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I knew it was going to be as big as it is right now, but I knew it was going to be a song that would be as big as it reaches. Yet I just felt like the song is so good that if you get to hear it, she would like it. If she gets to hear it, she would like it. So I just felt it's how much I could reach. So
yeah,
I'm so far really like it.
No, people like, I think there's certain elements that right now especially make a hit song. So it can sound amazing, that's cool. But if you have now an element, which it does, where you can now have a dance to it, oh, blown. It's blown. And that we watched the video, we've seen
I don't even think KPK has a dance though. There's no KPK dance.
There's no KPK, but there's the dance that goes with it. So there's I saw this in Nigeria. I can't dance. I don't want to come and embarrass myself. There's that. What are we doing? Please explain to me, because somebody gave me a breakdown of this in Nigeria. But for the context, can you just let me know what this relates to?
You record this like chop arm, like palliative.
Palliative. Thank you. That's chop what I wanted to go to. Yeah. So it's pretty much you do that, and then to the side. Okay, they give them. You see, I'm writing. In fact, let me write down now as we. So that is exactly what I think. It's just, as you know, it's a vibe. We've had a really tough year. And to have music that we can actually vibe to, and obviously you're not coming with just some any dega people, you're bringing some really big names onto your tracks as well. And you yourself, obviously being a producer, and okay, can you tell me what is the difference between kind of being a producer and actually being an artist, if there is one?
Okay, you're asking me now, like me being a producer.
As you, yeah.
I wouldn't say I really know, because I'm really just getting to that point where they're accepting the fact that it's a producer artist, you know. So I'm actually in that phase, but so far it's really not easy, you know, because you still have to do your production, you still have to produce, and you still have to think of getting your own songs, you know, and working with artists. When you do a great song with an artist, the artist wants to give you the song. The artist always want to have it that is. So that's the hustle there. Like you're trying to get yours, get the artists, you know, balancing everything. It's extra work at the end for me.
Okay. I get that. So with being such an amazing producer, somebody like me, let's take me now. I'm a host. You create amazing beats and tracks. Can I flow with one of your tracks? I just want to know, because I need to know where I'm going. This doesn't work out.
I believe anybody. I don't know if you can sing, and if you know how to sing, you can actually blow. Like, what's it? Yes, man.
It's coming. It's okay. I'll practice.
But you can sing.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be an amazing singer to make it in this world.
Sing or not? That's the question.
This is about you. Somebody said I am a dancer. Thank you. We all know that I can't dance, so I don't know if that is shade.
You cannot chop it. You can't even chop quality. You can't even.
Even when I do it, it just doesn't. There's something about being a Nigerian in Nigeria that gives you that.
See,
I just haven't got it there.
For me, let me explain the way I sit down here. Nigerians generally are dramatic people. Yes, we try to. Yes, that's true. So, dance is an expression. The way music is an expression. When I'm dance, I feel like I'm passing the message, but I can just be like, so in my mind, I can be like, come.
Yeah, okay.
It's like a vibe, you know. So it's how you put yourself in. So sometimes I can be like, and this can mean different things in my own head. This is how it's ginger, it's a vibe.
It can mean you're hungry. It can mean that you give me food.
It can mean, oh, see that fine girl, I just like to have you. Like, you know, it's just a vibe, basically.
It's all about the facial expressions for me.
Dramatic people.
It's dramatic. I love it, and it makes sense. Like everything. And shout out to them, because you know what? There's nobody like Nigerians. We'll talk about your fans. So they're called. Am I right in saying they're called pundits?
Yeah, pundits.
Okay, tell us what's that? Where did that come from?
Okay, first of all, you know me as Rexy on the beat. You're Rexy on this one, and secondly, pundit comes from the word pundits, P-U-N-D-I-T-S, and pundit, P-U-N-D-I-T-S means a pundit is someone who is good at what he does. Someone who is accepted as, oh, this guy is a professional at what he does. So that's the angle where pundits came from. Like, we work hard to be where we are, you know. It's not, you know. So pundits are hardworking people. Pundits are people that want to be better in whatever they are doing, you know. So that's what I call pundits.
I like that. Shout out to the pundits. Me too. I'm a pundit. You mentioned, so your tagline is Rexy on the beat. Yeah. So I have a little game for you, right? Because I know I love listening to tracks, and then you hear out for a producer. Why you don't hide your face, please? Okay, it's fun and games.
All right.
So that's yours. Before I get into the game, what does it take to be the voice of a musical tag? Because I think is it you that's saying that, or have you got somebody else to say that line? Because that literally goes in all your songs, right?
Someone else. I got someone else to do it.
Okay, that's interesting. So it's just about the sound and how you liked the way that they sounded, right?
It's not like I had a particular idea. Someone just did it and I loved it. I'm like, I'm using this.
Okay, fine. So I need to find a producer and just say their tagline. Okay, that's number one. And then now the game. I have a quick game for you, right? So I have 3 taglines. They're pretty easy, so I don't see how you won't get them. And I want you to let me know which artist they potentially or producer relate to. So, for example, as Rexy on the beat relates to Rexy, the first one for you I have is Cess Problem Kid relates to
Cess Problem Kid.
And Fouls. Okay, cool. I like that. Oh, this one's super easy. Berry Pondis relates to
Malik Berry.
And then the last one, if you don't get this one, We the Best Music.
DJ Khaled.
Yay, well done. 3 out of 3. Your prize is coming, courtesy of the magazine show. And another quick question. It's coming, just like the palliatives were delivered. So the third one is we have a quick song. So if I ask you Dangote, can you name the person that produced it? Your producer colleagues. So Dangote.
You tell me the song and I tell you the person that
exactly. Produced it. Yeah. So the first one is Dangote.
Kelpie.
Okay, fantastic.
Kelpie
Billionaire.
Vibes.
Kelpie. It's Kelpie Vibes. If you know him, tell him that there's somebody that can do the voice for him. It's Kelpie Vibes. I'm gonna lose my job. The second one is a Billionaire, Tenny.
Kills with the Makula, yo.
Well done, well done. And then the third one is blow my mind.
Spiroch.
Is this Spiroch? Oh.
Blew my mind by Davido and Chris
Yeah.
Brown, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I did it wrong. I put Shizzy.
I'm wrong, actually. You're right.
Don't try me. Woo! Okay, I got my.
You had to
to revisit my notes.
Mad.
That was amazing. Well done. You did. It's good to know that you know your colleague friends out there as well. So KPK, what does it stand for, please?
Kopoke.
Kopoke, and that means
It's not plenty. Like.
Is it not plenty? Okay.
Like when you're saying like, it's not plenty.
Oh, so if you see somebody fly and you're like, ooh, can you say KPK?
Yes, now KPK, OPP, OPG, OPG.
Okay. I like that, and I'm glad I clarified because there's a well-known phrase right now. You know, ichoke. Now, as a Londoner, I don't know when to use that. I don't know what is the right context. I don't even know what it means, but everybody is saying it. So it's good that you clarified KPK because that one at least I can use with confidence. Not this one, I'll be saying ichoke and it's not even in the right context. Sometimes you guys should really give us some context, especially from the abroads, because we don't always know. I use it as a terminology of shock, as in, oh, ichoke. Okay, daytime.
Choke, like, it means like,
but surely that's not
like
always the context they're using it in. But
no,
okay, I'll use
it means like it's plenty, like over plenty. That means it's over. It's filled to the brim and it's pouring like.
You guys really make the okay. Okay, we're gonna go with it. Okay. You obviously dropped the track February. Visuals for that came for that as well. What was your direction in terms of that, what you produced for the visual content?
For me, KPK means when you hear KPK, you understand that you're talking about you trying to pick up yourself, you're trying to compare yourself with people looking down on you. So I needed the video to have this kind of something very creative, basically. And when my director sent that concept, it was just because we're looking for something catchy, something that had a sporty vibe, something that had a competitive energy, sorry. And the car race was just perfect, way to describe that. And I think we were able to do it right.
Okay. That's good. I'm definitely looking forward to what you've got coming up. As in, you said your new single as well. I mean, you did mention that. Would you say KPK is a Zanku sound essentially? Is that part of the Zanku sound that you speak of?
No, I think KPK is one of many. It's one of the new sub-genre I'm looking at, and that's Afro piano. No, we have Amapiano. And when you hear KPK has a mixture of Amapiano and Afrobeats. It's just this blend. So I call it Afro piano, basically. Afro.
I like it. So dope vibes. Definitely excited to hear what's to come. For our audience, any exclusives that you can drop with us yet, or we just have to follow and keep up with you?
Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Get yourself updated.
Yeah. We might even have a track together, to be honest. We just need to work on it. Don't worry, I'll get my peoples to message your people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even if you don't pick up, at least they message your people. No, he's not gonna answer.
I'll try and consider you doing like my next jingle. So can you say your rec on this one? Like your rec
on this one.
I can't record you like that. I need energy.
Don't worry. I'll add my phone to it as well. The English will come out real.
This one, like
Rexy pon this. Look, I'm auditioning live. I can't really spoil the other moments that are happening right now. But you know what? It has been an absolute pleasure to have you on the magazine show today. We are, of course, going to play out to KPK, but can you please introduce it to your pundits and our audience watching as well?
Hey guys, it's your favorite number one baddest producer, your Rex on this one. You're about to listen to my single KPK, OPP, OPOPA, OPG, OPOGON. Stay blessed.
Ìmọ̀lẹ̀ ìmọ̀lẹ̀. Ta ló sọ pé kò pọ̀kẹ́? OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. Ta ló sọ pé kò pọ̀kẹ́? OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. Àwọn ọmọ ají ló mọ́tò, ají bàbá yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ mi ṣokoṣoko. Àwọn ọmọ ají ló mọ́tò, ají bàbá yẹn. Àwọn ọmọ mi ṣokoṣoko. Ẹlẹ́sọ̀ pé kò pọ̀pọ̀, OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. Ẹlẹ́sọ̀ pé kò pọ̀pọ̀, OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. Ta ló sọ pé kò pọ̀kẹ́? OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan. Ta ló sọ pé kò pọ̀kẹ́? OPP ó pọ̀ pa, OPG ó pọ̀ gan.
That was, of course, Rexy and Mobad KPK on the magazine show. We have had an absolutely amazing, fun-packed show for you today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you missed out. However, we are generous enough to give you repeats on Sky Channel 195 each and every Tuesday at 10 p.m. And next week, Saturday, this week's episode will be aired on Ben Television, Sky 195 at 1 p.m. The link, however, is available across our YouTube page. You guys can continue to watch it, rewind if you like, learn the dance moves, and just make sure you make sure you subscribe, you share, you like, you comment. I saw all the comments today. Amazing interaction, guys. Thank you to our 4 amazing guests. We had Lekon, we had Camo, we had Zilla, and we had Rexy. And as promised, next week, just know that I'm working on something. I cannot guarantee, but you have to be here to find out. I have a feeling we have another amazing show for you, with a number of guests as well. Make sure you check out our socials on Instagram. It is at The Magazine Show. I am your girl, Cindy Temi, and you can also find The Magazine Show on Twitter. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. On Twitter at T Magazine Show. But hit me up on Instagram at Cindy Temi. Let us know your thoughts, but definitely subscribe to the channel. The sun has gone down. I think it's because it's upset that we are coming to the end of the show. But I'd like to thank you guys for joining us. And we are going to play out to our guests from last week, Bedu. This, of course, is Life of the Party. And we will see you same place, same time on The Magazine Show. It's your girl, Cindy Temi.
J Mali make it juicy. Ransom got that sauce in it.
Yeah, she had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na. She had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na. Yeah,
baby girl, come party, you know, party, you know. D1 day, yeah, baby girl, we can fight you, you know, fight you, you know. Fine girl, alpha, come here, you can boss you, you know, boss you, you know. And you don't really want war, baby girl, we can fight it, you know. Baby girl, come fight you, you know.
I'm a girl, mori me, whoa. Baby girl, tell me what is the story we drove, Bad girl, I say, girl, you mori me, whoa. Baby girl, tell me what is the story we drove,
Baby girl, come party, you know, See no day, yeah, baby girl, we can fight you, you know, Miss girl day, yeah, we can boss you, you know. Baby girl, she can boss you, you know,
She had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na. She had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na.
Yeah, Fajuna. Life for the party, you know. Street boy, when I vibe with you, girl. On my touch on, she starting them girls. Yeah, Fajuna. Life for the party, you know. Street boy, when I vibe with you, girl. On my touch on, she starting them girls. Come on, don't play me.
Jealous, okay, alright.
Pull up in the station.
When she's online, she can text me. Check your WhatsApp, I say I don't text you.
Jealous, okay, alright.
Pull up in the spaceship.
Check your WhatsApp, I say I don't text you.
She had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na. She had me like Eba, na 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 na. Eba, na 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 na.
Yeah, Fajuna. Life for the party, you know. Street boy, when I vibe with you, girl. On my touch on, she starting them girls. Yeah, Fajuna. Life for the party, you know. Street boy, when I vibe with you, girl. On my touch on, she starting them girls. Come on, don't play me.
Jealous, okay, alright.
Pull up in the station.
When she's online, she can text me. Check your WhatsApp, I say I don't text you.
Jealous, okay, alright.
Pull up in the spaceship.
Check your WhatsApp, I say I don't text you.